welcome back to Mystic Money. Today's pick a card reading is 2021 predictions. What will the year 2021 look like for you? Right now, I have 6 piles, which each contain 4 plus cards in each pile. So you can pause the video now and reflect on which pile that you want to choose so you can get an overall view of what your year will look like. Okay, pile number 1. What is 2021 looking like for you? So we have the 6 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles reversed, Ace of Pentacles reversed, 9 of Cups, and 10 of Cups. So with the 6 of Swords here, this is representing January through March for you for next year. So from January through March, looks like you're going to be getting into way more peaceful ways and way more peaceful feeling overall. It looks like you're transferring from a negative place. So probably right now, it's the end of the year, you're probably in a negative place or not like doing so well, kind of in a negative mindset, not in the most positive mindset. So in these beginning months of 2021, it looks like you're going to be moving into more of a positive outlook and a positive mindset. It feels like, the new year can feel like a rebirth sometimes. So it feels like you're going to be going through like that rebirth or that refilling, or you're probably going to be setting up new goals and opportunities for yourself. You might be traveling within these months. And basically just is representing overcoming hardships. More than some of you probably had a breakup at the end of this year. So this is showing like the healing process. But overall, January through March is just about like moving forward, healing, and getting to a place of peace. So for April through June, we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. And with this card, I feel like during these months, you might have a chaotic approach to life. I'm not really getting grounded energy from this. So kind of like all over the place with your decisions, probably making reckless decisions, kind of like a YOLO kind of mindset. You only live once. I'm seeing like materialistic and also shallow. So, kind of worried about the wrong things, kind of worried about material things, spending your money on things that don't really matter, focusing on things that don't really matter. Also be mindful. I see a woman who acts pleasant but kind of has a bad motive. This person could be your mother. It's kind of like a mother, like might be older than you. Possibly fake friends during this month, so be wary of that. And you might gain a lot of weight during this month. So through July through September, we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. This is, I feel like with this card, these months, you're probably going to be going through financial struggles through this time. Possibly just being frugal, so you might be couponing and saving money, but it could be also a lack of missed opportunities. So, for example, you could be applying for a job, but you don't get it. So it's just like the opportunities are within reach, but you're kind of not grasping them during these months. But, don't let the lack of resources stop you from pursuing the things that you need to pursue. So continue to keep going for what you need to keep going for. Keep applying for jobs, just in reference to that example. It just feels like during these months, more resources will be leaving than the ones coming in. So more things, you might be spending more money than the money that you're actually getting. Kind of going back to that materialistic mindset I said with the previous months. So during this month, it doesn't look like a good time for you financially. So for October through December of 2021, we got 2 cards came out, and I got the 9 of Cups and 10 of Cups. These are both really good cards. The 9 of Cups is all about like a wish come true. So, it's not even like a potential card. It is like you are going to be reaping benefits and rewards. So coming after that rut, especially during July through September, this is just saying that, all the opportunities that you wanted will actually come to you in these months. It's representing abundance. You'll be feeling way more confident. You'll be getting a lot of accolades and acknowledged for anything that you put your effort into. I'm also getting like a lot of celebration. So some of you might have your birthday through October through December. So it could either be a Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. Also, during this time, you'll be close with family, and I see a lot of gatherings with family clearly because this is actually during the holiday months. But I'm seeing it more emphasized, so it might even be before the holidays. Some of you guys might be getting engaged or married during this time. I do see some people might be getting pregnant, especially with this Ten of Cups. This represents kid energy. It also represents having a lot of fun. So a lot of you might be stepping into your inner child, doing things that you usually you would do as a kid in a way. I don't know, like kind of like, rock climbing, adventures, things of that sort. It looks like for 2021, you're going to be ending the year on a good note. So you do overall for 2021, it's definitely a time period of stepping into yourself. It looks like you're starting off the year transferring from this negative place, and then you go into this mode of kind of like being selfish and not making the best decisions, but kind of just thinking about you for a change. And then we do see some financial struggles through July through September, and a negative influence with a woman, but that's okay. It looks like from October to December 2021, you come out of this rut, and all of the things that you worked on during the year will come to happen at the end of the year. So it looks like whatever you want, for example, if you do want this job, or if you do want like a business, for example, I feel like you should be working for that business the whole year, because if you do that, then that wish will come true and you will get what you want. October through December, the last couple months of 2021. So for pile number 1, that's just the overall of what your next year is looking like. So if this gave you any type of clarity, if it's resonating with you, please like, comment, subscribe, and also share with your friends so they can see what their year is going to be like. Thank you. Okay, pile number 2, what is your 2021 prediction? So I pulled the Six of Pentacles, Empress, the Lovers, and the Magician card, and Queen of Cups. So for the Six of Pentacles, this will cover January through March. So during these 3 months, you'll definitely be in a giving back kind of mood. So I definitely see a lot of generosity, a lot of charity, a lot of helping a lot of other people, and feeling very grateful and having a lot of gratitude towards that. Some people could be possibly moving and just doing well financially overall during these months. Some might be receiving help that makes you feel grateful, so you're feeling gratitude towards the fact that you have someone to assist you for your financial needs. Either way, January through March will be a pretty good finance period. A lot of you will be feeling valued at your job / career, receiving the financial support because of your career. If you're in a relationship, your partner will be generous and supportive during this time. So, this is during Valentine's Day season, so you're most likely going to get something for Valentine's Day during this period from your partner. If you're not in a relationship, then I feel like you will have a lot of suitors, or you'll be pursuing a lot of suitors, because this card is mostly about transactions. So if you're dating, you'll be paying for some dates. Some dates other people will pay for, but overall it's all about transaction. So the finances is very important for the first 3 months of 2021 for you, but not in a negative way. So for April through June, we have the Empress card representing those 3 months. Some might be getting pregnant or getting someone pregnant during this month. So, the Empress is overall fertility card. So it might be some conception during this month. Way more feminine during these months. So if you're a male and you pick pile number 2, you'll probably be stepping more into your femininity. You're definitely going to be taking care of your hair, your nails, appearance, everything that's associated with Venus. So the way that you look will be very important during this month. This is kind of around summertime. So, that kind of makes sense. So you'll be very way more paying paying way more attention to your appearance through these months. You're going to be feeling way more confident because if you look good, then you feel good. I see a creative time period at work. So a lot of you might be stepping into being more creative with the way that you work. A lot of you will probably be buying a lot of material things of beauty. So a lot of you might be decorating your home or your apartment. You might be doing something different with your car. Anything that you buy would be like material things. So you're probably buying paintings, things that can be looked at, but not really of just that much value, really. So for the months of July through September, I pulled the Lovers and the Magician card. So during these months, this is going to be a very outgoing and talkative period during this time for you guys. A lot of you will be going out a lot. A lot of you will be talking a lot, especially the Lovers is represented by Gemini, and then the Magician is represented by Mercury, which is the ruler of Gemini. So that's all about talking. Be careful not to gossip so much because it will come back to you. So I feel like this might be a gossip period. You might be, one person tell you one thing or somebody else tell you another thing, and then you're just sharing all this information with a lot of people. So during this time, a lot of you might be increasing your social media engagement, probably posting more pictures, which kind of makes sense from the previous months you worked on your beauty. So you took pictures, and now during July through September, you're pretty much posting. So you'll probably be on social media way more. If you are in a relationship during this time, or even if you were single before, you're probably going to be very close to your romantic connection during this time, probably opening up more to them. So if you're usually a private person, you'll be sharing a lot of intimate details with your partner during these months. I see a lot of things being manifested. So a lot of people will be who pick pile number 2 will be trying manifestation for the first time, or really just speaking positivity into their lives and into the things that they're doing. You will have the drive and the motivation to get better at your skills. So whatever skill that you're working on, be that of rapping, because Mercury's coming up, so probably being a rapper or even a film writer, anything that's like something that you're creatively working on, you're going to be having the drive. You will have the drive and motivation to get better at your skills. So for October through December, I have the Queen of Cups. So these months could be very emotional for you. Some of you, the ones that got pregnant in the previous year or probably pregnant now while pulling this pile, you're definitely going to be giving birth during this time period. So you're looking at a Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, or Capricorn baby. You could be giving birth to a child, or you could be giving something that you've been working on. So, sometimes when birth comes up in readings, we specifically think about the actual physical form of birth. But if you've been working on a project for an extended period of time and then it's completed, it's almost like giving birth. So you could be giving birth to something creatively that you've been working on, and something that you've been passionate about. Some of you might be graduating during that time period. Just something that you had on your list. Most of the people that are reading this now, if you have like something that is your if you have something that's your New Year resolution, like around this time period, it'll actually come to source. It's actually happen. So some will feel more compassionate / supportive during this time. So it kind of really reminds me of the beginning of the year for 2021. So the same energy that you stepped into the year of 2021 with, that's the same energy you're going to be leaving out with. You're definitely going to be more compassionate and supportive. This also goes back to the ones that's giving birth. That's like the more feminine energy, someone who's giving birth to a child and becoming a mother or a father for the first time. You might be helping a lot of people. I feel like some people who pick this during these months, a lot of people will be relying on you during this time. So you're definitely going to be like a source of like a lot of people to lean on. Just make sure you're taking care of your emotions as well, and taking care of what you need to get done. Because I feel like some people who pick this pile will be giving so much during this time and not really receiving it back, and it could become overwhelming and draining. Yeah, overall, it also makes sense. October through December, that's the holiday season. So you're definitely going to be buying gifts for people and just like doing stuff for people. And not necessarily just people that you know, but people that you don't know. Overall, whoever picked pile number 2, you really have a giving spirit. Like that's coming up a lot about you giving and helping people. Just be mindful to also make sure you take care of yourself. And it looks like you take care of yourself through like April, like the middle of the year, you really do focus on yourself. And then back at the end of the year, you go step back into like helping others and still being supportive of others. So for pile number 2, that's all I have for your 2021 predictions. If this resonated or gave you any clarity, please like, comment, subscribe, or share with your friends so they can also see what their upcoming year would be like. Thank you. Okay, pile number 3, what is your 2021 predictions? So I have the 3 of Swords reverse, the Moon and the Sun reverse, King of Cups, 5 of Wands reverse, and 6 of Cups reverse. So for the months of January through March, we have the 3 of Swords reverse. So people that pick pile number 3 might be experiencing a breakup at the end of this year. Maybe you've broken up already while listening to this pile, or some of you might be breaking up between the months of January through March of next year. If you are single, then this could indicate either possibly losing someone, so like a death in the family, or it could just be the loss of something significant to you. So it could be work, a friendship, anything that resonates. So during January through March, this will be a time that you're going to be focusing on healing your heart. Some people will be grieving due to the death of someone, but overall, it's just the months of like healing yourself. You'll be learning to forgive people that have done you wrong. So if anybody's done you wrong prior to this, it'll just be like a theme of forgiveness. Just focusing on not holding on to grudges. Some people might be in a love triangle, but not like trying to fix it, just kind of like being complacent about being in this love triangle. Overall, January through March is just like a slow healing process. So it's kind of like the start of healing your heart due to someone breaking it in a way, so to speak. So for April through June, we have the Moon and the Sun reverse. So a lot of you are going to be stepping into being more spiritual during this time, maybe buying your own tarot deck, or some of you might be more into a religion and stepping into being more aligned with your emotions. So a lot of you might go to church or pick up a religious text and study it. Anything with religion, a lot of you might be like stepping into that, or just spirituality, period. Some of you might be diving more deeper into astrology and doing a lot of research on that. Anything with spirituality would be more emphasized during these months. I do see with these cards, some of you might be using drugs or alcohol, so probably smoking weed, probably drinking a lot. Just be mindful of that. I'm also seeing listening to a lot of music, so I think this goes back to the first 3 months of 2021, like with the healing. So this is kind of like you're still healing even during April through June, listening to a lot of music. I'm seeing sadness too with these cards, so you're probably listening to very slow R&B songs to heal, kind of like breakup songs. Temporary depression, so a lot of you just really going to be in a funk during these months. A lot of you might be having father issues during this month, so you might be at odds with your father. Some of you, your father may have passed or might be going through health issues, which is causing you to have these substance abuse issues during these months. Overall, these cards, it kind of indicates taking on way too much and putting way too much onto yourself. So just a reminder, at the beginning of the month, you start off very strong with the slowly healing process, but it looks like towards April through June, a lot of you guys are going to kind of like pitfall into like sadness and not really focusing more on pushing yourself up, kind of pushing yourself down. So try to like not do that to yourself. With July through September, I pulled the King of Cups. So with the King of Cups here, to me, this shows that some of you are going to start to take a little bit more control over your emotions and not letting it overpower you. Some of you are still going to feel very emotional still, but you're not going to be showing it to people. So, probably at the beginning of the month, if you were grieving or if you were sad about a breakup or anything like that, you probably were sharing it with people. I feel like during these months, you could probably still be sad or hurt about something, but you're not really sharing it with people. You're kind of just doing it privately, so that it kind of shows like the recovery phase progressing. I'm still seeing drugs and alcohol with this card, so it looks like some of you are probably going to still be doing drugs and alcohol during these months still. You're definitely going to be more creative. I feel like this is going to be the start of new ideas for most of you. So for a lot of you, a lot of new ideas will be coming to you. I feel like these new ideas will just kind of like a light bulb kind of moment, just pop up in your head. You're going to find something to really put and dedicate your time to that's actually more positive than, drinking or just doing drugs and stuff like that. So you're going to be putting a lot of energy into something that's not negative. The possible creative ideas might include photography, painting, or graphic design. So for October through December for 2021, I got the Five of Wands reversed and Six of Cups reversed. With this card, it shows someone who I feel like, there's this feeling of disinterest about life or things in general, just a feeling of apathy, just not interested in anything, not really having like a feeling towards anything. It will take a lot to get you excited about anything. It's looking like, even stuff that you would be excited for. So if you had like won Drake tickets, or if you were going on a vacation or something like that, you're like, oh, okay, whatever. Like there's no excitement for things that even, the average person would be excited about. It's just really kind of like no drive to do anything in these months, not even stand up for yourself. So I feel like, some people might fuck with you and poke at you and you're just going to be like, oh, whatever. Like, it's kind of like you have like this whatever kind of attitude towards life. You might be going through things based off of a bad childhood. So some of you probably be reflecting on childhood, but not in a good way. So if you experience any type of trauma or abuse or were just mistreated as a child, for some reason during these months of 2021, you're going to be reflecting on that, and it's going to be affecting you and making you kind of uninterested in things. For some reason, this time period kind of will just remind you of that pain. It is the holiday time, so it does remind you of family. So probably maybe being around family and stuff like that just could be a trigger for you. But not all of you guys have bad childhood, so if that doesn't resonate with you, this is more of just like reflecting on things in a negative way. So if you did break up with someone at the beginning of the year, anything that you were healing from that I talked about previously, you'll be reflecting on those things, but like in a negative way. So it looks like this whole year is going to stem from your heart being broken by something, and then it's going to pretty much be like the center of your whole year for 2021 if you let it. So that's the thing about tarot. It's not always permanent. Maybe this could help you and guide you to hopefully not make those mistakes. Healing is a slow process, and it looks like for pile number 3, like the healing process is all for your year of 2021. So hopefully that resonated with you, gave some clarity, gave you some insight. If so, please like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends so they can see what kind of year that they will have. Thank you. Okay, pile number 4, what will 2021 look like for you? So I pulled the Temperance reverse, the World, 4 of Cups reversed, 8 of Wands reversed, and the Hermit. So with the Temperance reverse, this is representing January through March. These months, your feelings will be pretty much all over the place. It'll be very hard for you to make decisions, and a lot of people might describe you as hot and cold. So it's just like 1 minute you're feeling another way, then the next minute you're feeling another way. Some of you might be wrongfully accused or serving justice for something you are innocent in. So even if, you might find yourself in a situation where you're innocent, but for some reason people are accusing you of something. It looks like you're not going to be getting enough rest during these months, so try to do the opposite of that. It looks like you're going to be very irritable. So, it seems like anytime anyone says anything to you, you're going to be very defensive and just kind of like very touchy. So also, I'm also getting drug addiction / drug abuse, probably pills. It looks like it'll also be hard for you to make plans during this time. So for April through June, we have the World and the Four of Cups reverse. Some people might be taking a trip during this time. I'm seeing graduations and accomplishments being achieved. A lot of people will be meeting someone they're destined to meet, not necessarily a romantic connection. It could be a friend, but someone you meet during these months is someone you're definitely destined to meet. You might stop using drugs. If you did use drugs, you might stop using them as much or using them at all. A lot of relationship options. This is really good if you're single during this time. Just know that like a lot of people will be asking you out on dates. You'll be getting a lot of attention from people. Even if you're in a relationship during this time, a lot of people will still be hitting on you. Also, a lot of people will be coming out of a rut. So this is kind of like, a good time period for the year 2021. Some people might start meditating and learning how to balance their chakras and just overall just focusing on their peace in themselves, what makes them happy. So for July through September, we have the Eight of Wands reverse. Okay, whoever picked pile number 4, you're most likely a Sagittarius or Gemini because that energy is coming up a lot, or you have those placements in your chart. Things will be very delayed for you during these months, July through September. Probably most likely taking on way too many things, have way too many eggs in your basket. So just try not to put too many things on yourself. I'm definitely seeing arguments and fighting. I feel like a lot of people will be challenging you and you will have to just defend yourself. I just see a lot of combative energy, but I don't see it really being your fault during these months. I feel like a lot of people will be testing you and pushing your buttons and pushing you to a point where you have no choice but to defend yourself. So never feel apologetic for defending yourself. Being scared. With the being scared, I just feel like not necessarily scared to fight or anything like that, just kind of like paranoid. I also see some people falling out of love with somebody, like the end of a romantic relationship. So for the prior 3 months, a lot of you had a lot of relationship options from people. So I feel like a lot of you take that on, get into a relationship, and then the relationship ends very quickly. So a lot of end of romantic relationships. So for October through December of 2021, we have the Hermit card here, solo, dolo. So a lot of people will be alone during this time, or basically it looks like you're going to be pretty much preferring your solitude. And that's crazy because this is the time period for holidays. So a lot of you for Thanksgiving or any of the holidays, you'll just be alone. You're going to prefer not to be around your family or your peers. A lot of you would be getting more into kind of like the Virgo energy, so a lot of you will be more organized, making schedules and plans for yourself. I'm getting like peace and quiet, like just really wanting like peace. So you're definitely not going to be around children. If you have kids, it looks like they'll probably be with someone else. Probably during this time, you might not have your kids as much. Or if you are around your kids will probably really get on your nerves because you're going to be wanting to be in this energy of being alone. So if any of you guys are in a position where you're not alone and you pick this pile, just know whoever you're with during this time will be very irritating to you. You're going to be way more self-aware during this time and very introspective, using a lot of introspection and pretty much just learning way more about yourself during the months of October through December. So overall, it looks like your year is kind of mostly focused on you. It looks like a lot of people will be getting into relationships and also ending relationships, of course. I'm also seeing some drug issues, but it's not super emphasized this year. So whoever picked this pile, most likely, I wouldn't say they have like an addiction. They probably have an addiction at the beginning of the year, but once the year unravels, you're not using or using it as much or a lot anymore. And it also looks basically like you end next year with being way more aware of what you like, what you want, and just basically focusing on you. So pile number 4, if this gave you any insight, clarity, please like, comment, subscribe, and share with someone else so they can see what their 2021 will be like. Thank you. Okay, pile number 5. What are your 2021 predictions? So I pulled the Death reverse, 3 of Pentacles reverse, 4 of Swords reverse, and Queen of Swords. Death reverse is representing January through March. For these 3 months, it's going to be an influx of money, a lot of financial stability. It could be due to income taxes because this is when most people get their taxes during the first 3 months of the new year. I just see you buying a lot of the things that you want. So if you always wanted that couch, or if you wanted to redo your wardrobe, or if you were trying to decorate your apartment, anything that you've been wanting for a while, even a new car, you're going to buy things that you want during this time. I do see resisting changes, so probably not trying to switch up your routine or do anything really different that you've normally done. You're not going to really want to change it. I feel like something inevitable will happen, but you will try to resist that change. So, for example, you might have to sell your car. Maybe you really don't want to, but the car is a piece of junk, so it's really nothing you can do about it. So just try not to be so resistant during these months, even though I do see that energy here. A lot of uncertainty during these months as well. So just kind of like probably having to make decisions. Any decisions that you have to make, you're always going to be like uncertain of it. So even if you are buying a new couch, it's just like a lot of indecisiveness. Like, I don't know if should I get this couch or that couch. Just always weighing something like pros or cons. It's really hard for you to make a decision during these first 3 months. And a lot of you will be scared to make any risk. So anything that you feel like is a risk or like it could possibly hurt you, you're going to be scared to even make that risk. And it's probably like the example I said, probably like selling your car. Like you might feel like that's risky, or you might, whatever you feel like is risky, you're going to be resisting that urge to take that risk. So for April through June, we got the 3 of Pentacles reverse. So a lot of you will be talking to your mother a lot, or whatever is your mother figure a lot during these months, probably getting really close to her. You'll be very sensitive and emotional during this time. It looks like you might get rejected for a loan or financial assistance, so you could ask someone for, hey, can I have $50? I really need it, and they might say no, or you might actually apply for a loan and they might not say no. I also see not trying, so just completely, not necessarily giving up, but not really putting that much effort into your life during these months. April, May, June, that's kind of like the beginning of summer, so that could be it. If you are in school, then your grades probably will not go that well during these months as well. I feel like a lot of you are going to be feeling alone during this time, kind of being by yourself, but not by will, but because of other people's decisions, you're going to be feeling alone. If you're with someone or not, this could be friend or romantic. I do see a breakup from someone, so it doesn't necessarily have to be someone you're with romantically. It could be a friend or, someone that you were close to, then you just stopped talking to them. Overall, just having setbacks through April through June is kind of just the energy of a lesson that you need to learn, probably because you spent all that money in the first 3 months and you were scared to make those risks. So now, because you didn't make those risks, the following months you suffer those consequences. And it's probably why you talk to your mom a lot or talking to a mother figure a lot, because of all the struggles and setbacks that you're going through in those months. So for July through September, we have the 4 of Swords reverse. So during these months, you're going to be way more focused on yourself and only on yourself only. You're going to be kind of arrogant, but it's going to be necessary for your confidence. You're going to be way more self-aware and only focusing on yourself and the decisions that you need to make for yourself. So it's kind of just going to be about you, which isn't a negative thing. So that means you could be working out, starting your diet, taking care of your hair, just really taking care of you overall. I do see that some people are going to be unable to heal, probably from that breakup that I mentioned before. So if you did break up with someone or took a break from someone, it's looking like in those following months, July through September, a lot of you will be struggling with the healing process of that. And it might not just be from that breakup. It could be just unable to heal from someone done you wrong, and you're having a hard time letting it go. So for October through December, we have the Queen of Swords. So some of you will be single during this time. Queen of Swords is definitely a single card. Most of you probably be single during the holidays of next year. Might be divorced, but I'm getting single for these months. Maybe even if you're taking a break, or even if your partner goes on vacation, something where you're not with someone. It looks like you're going to be way more intelligent and clever during this time as well. So you're going to be making a lot of clever and smart decisions for your life. Like every decision you make during these months will actually be very good decisions for you. You won't be as emotional as you was in, I think, April through June. You're going to be way more logical about your way of thinking, and way more logical about your emotions and the way that you feel. You're going to be actually thinking about your emotions and why you feel that way versus just responding to things emotionally. A lot of people that have wronged you in the past, or if you've done anyone wrong, these months is all about justice. So just make sure that, you're trying to work on that karma, because if you did do someone wrong or you really hurt someone the wrong way during these months, you're going to be feeling that pain out. If not, so if someone did that to you, then you will be seeing them get justice in their karma during these months. I see distance. So with this distance, it's kind of like you being by yourself a lot again. It looks like, so since it's during the months of holidays, you might not be around your families during the holidays. You might kind of just go about the holidays alone. If you are around your family, you're probably not as engaged, not really participating in activities or really talking to people, just kind of being to yourself, even if you do go to events. So overall for your 2021, it looks like, you're going to be having a really good financial start of the year. And then it looks like you're going to be going through some setbacks after that. But then it looks like after that, you're going through being very emotional and getting closer to your mother or a mother figure in your life, stepping into your femininity. And then overall, towards the end of the year, you really start to shift that focus on spending money on things that you want, and also just spending money on you. So it looks like you kind of get into this I don't want to say selfishness, but you get into this mode of where you're just completely focusing on yourself. July through September, not July through September, because of April through June, April, May, and June, you're going to feel this isolation, and then you're going to really see who truly cares about you. And because that happens, it teaches you to start caring only about yourself. So hopefully they gave you some clarity about your 2021 year. Please comment, subscribe, and share with other people so they can see how their year is going to be. Thank you. Okay, pile number 6, what are your 2021 predictions? So I pulled the King of Pentacles, Chariot reverse, 4 of Wands reverse, 3 of Cups, and Strength reverse. So the King of Pentacles is representing January through March. I feel like for these first 3 months of 2021, you're going to experience an abundance of not only money, but just abundance in your life that needs to be more developed and grown. So, you're definitely going to have an abundance of finances, because Pentacles represents money and finances, but you're also going to be experiencing an abundance, probably getting more close connections to people in your family. Anything that is kind of lacking right now, you're going to see an abundance of that the first 3 months of 2021. I'm getting a business persona. So you're definitely going to be all about your business. You're going to be taking your New Year resolution seriously. You're crossing things off your list. You're not checking it twice. You're going to be very responsible during this time. I see a lot of success during this time, especially at work. If you're looking for work right now currently, then this is just a sign you will get a job during the first 3 months of 2021. If you're already employed, then you're probably going to receive a promotion. Anything with work will be increased and done. Anything with work, you'll see a positive notion towards. I feel like if you're in a relationship during this time, you're going to definitely be the provider in the relationship. You're probably going to be taking your partner out on dates or paying for stuff for them during this time. It looks like you're also supporting loved ones with your money, maybe your mom or a cousin. You're helping people out with this abundance of money that you're receiving. You'll also be very focused on saving money during this time, because it goes back to being responsible. So you're actually not going to just be, being careless with your money. So for April through June, we have the Chariot reverse. So with this, these 3 months, I feel like you're going to get into this mode of kind of being obsessed with your goals. And I think it's because you start off the year so strong and you did your New Year resolutions at the beginning of the year, and then the following 3 months is like it kind of goes into like being obsessive, most likely kind of going through a workaholic phase. Like work is going to be everything to you because it's what's paying for all of your loved ones' things and paying for the things that you want, of course. It's like you're going to try to be in super control of everything, kind of like a control freak. And it's almost like you have to just find out that some things are going to be out of your control. So you will be faced with some obstacles during this month, but it's just so you can learn not to try to control every single aspect of your life. So try to like loosen the reins of control during these months. I do see some people trying to force love on someone. So just take it easy. Like, don't try to force your love on someone. Don't try to force anything. That's what I'm saying, going back to the control freak energy. Anything that you try to just super control and not be laid back about, it will blow up in your face. You might be rushing into financial decisions with no thought behind it. So, just basically just spending your money and not really thinking like, okay, do I really need this? Is this an investment? Do I have the budget for it? So make sure you try to budget within these 3 months, because I do see obstacles coming your way if you try to control too much of your life. So for July through September, we have the Four of Wands reverse and the Three of Cups. So during these 3 months, it looks like you're going to be focused on a possible romantic relationship during this time. If you're already in a relationship, then you're going to be more focused on the relationship that you're in. I'm seeing a lot of feminine energy around you. So even if you're a guy, you're going to have a lot of women around you. It could be family members. It could be a partner. If you're a woman and you pulled this, then you're going to be around maybe your friend, sister. Just know that there's a lot of feminine energy around you during these months. I'm seeing like a lack of support from your loved ones and your family, so you might get into it. But with the Four of Wands reverse, it doesn't just specify one person. With the Three of Cups here, I'm getting more of your mother. So you're probably going to have issues with your mother or a mother figure, maybe an aunt, someone who's older, someone you look up to, anything like that. I definitely see issues with, like, I guess this with a lot of feminine energy. But yeah, and it looks like a lack of support from your loved ones and family. And what I'm getting is, because at the beginning of the months, I got that you're provided for your loved ones. I feel like something's going to happen with your finances, or maybe you're going to be more strict about your finances, and maybe you tell your mother or you tell someone that's close to you that you're not going to be able to pay for something, you're not going to be able to help them out, and they're not going to take it the way that they should take it, or the way that you feel like they should take it, and it causes a disruption between you and that person's relationship. So you guys will not be, probably talking during this time. Definitely an argument with your mom or someone that you were supporting financially. They're not going to take no that well. I'm also getting that someone having a fear of publicly committing to someone, or that could be somebody else feeling that way about you. So, not necessarily that you won't be able to commit, or that person's not trying to commit. Like, you'll have a commitment, but they won't post you on social media, or they won't take you out publicly. Like, there's something about you where they're like fearful, or the opposite, something about someone else, you're fearful. It could go both ways, depending on how it resonates. But something about like a fear of public commitment, like fear of like wanting to publicly say, I'm with this person. I'm getting that the reason that this person feels this way, it could be you, but the reason that you or this person feels this way is because they feel like the moment that they make it that official, the moment that they publicly address the fact that they're with someone, that's when that person lets them down. I don't know. That just came to me. Possible conflicts with your colleagues and coworkers and loved ones. I already said that. So to just specify in the colleagues and coworkers, I just feel like the colleagues and the conflicts with them is mostly stemming from the fact of just like, I feel like you're kind of gonna, and I'm kind of getting that it's your fault, but it could go either way. Sometimes the energy could really go vice versa. It could go for the person that I'm reading for, or the person that they're going to be talking to during this time. I feel like I see celebrations and stuff like that, especially with the Three of Cups. So I feel like there was a party or something at your job during this time, And even though it was a party or something like that, I feel like either you or someone there was being a Debbie Downer, and that caused a conflict. So just, be mindful of that. But speaking of parties with Three of Cups, you're definitely going to be having celebratory occasions, and you're definitely going to be going out and going to social gatherings. Your workplace might have parties. Since I got the Three of Cups, some of you guys might have a birthday during this time. So these 3 months, some of you guys might be a Cancer, a Leo, a Virgo, or a Libra. Any of those signs could be celebrating a birthday. Also, I feel like you might have a friend who becomes a lover during this time period. So and I feel like what I just said will resonate immediately with people. So you probably already have a friend that you have a crush on, or a friend that's, y'all kind of flirt. Just know that might actually progress into something during these months. And also, or you could possibly meet your partner at a social gathering during this time as well. So for the final 3 months of 2021, we have the Strength Reverse card. Why the lack of confidence, Pile 6? Why this card? It is not the best card, in my personal opinion, for ending the 2021 year, especially after the way that you started. But with this card, it's like you won't be feeling that great about yourself. You won't be feeling that great about life. Some of you might be suffering possibly from depression during this. A lot of you be withdrawn from a lot of people in your life, kind of like alone. This is really weird because I've done 6 piles and you're my last pile. So I had pulled, and a lot of people are going to be alone next year during like the holiday season. So I don't know what's up with that. But in your case, it's like you're purposely wanting to be alone. You're purposely withdrawing yourself, and it's more of like you're getting in your head, you're thinking way too much about things, and you're stressing yourself out unnecessarily. If you are in a relationship during this time, you might become way more controlling and dominant and jealous because of your own insecurities and putting that into your relationship. So that shows like a little bit of relationship problems. If you're single, then because of your insecurities and the way that you're feeling about yourself, you're really not going to put yourself out there, or you're going to push your insecurities on people that you just dated, and therefore those relationships don't even prosper. You might have a feeling that you don't deserve your career, kind of like the imposter syndrome, feeling like, you didn't deserve your career, or you didn't do the necessary things that you were supposed to do to get this career. Don't feel that way. That's not true, but you are going to be possibly feeling that way. It's like you're feeling really negative about your success. I'm not sure why. And you're most likely compulsively spending. This is the holiday time, so it looks like you're going to be spending a lot of money for the holidays. Just be mindful of that. So that's all I have for 2021. Just to wrap it up, give you a quick little summary. It looks like for the most part, you're going to be experiencing, this year is definitely about your career. If you have been having problems with your career or your finances, and you pick pile number 6, this is really good. This is really good because this is definitely the year for your career and your finances. But because of this abundance of finances and this abundance of workaholic energy, it's looking like it's going to cause like a shift between you and your loved ones and people that you are close to because of your increase in finances. Sometimes they say money doesn't change the person, but it changes the people around you. And I feel like that's what you're going to be learning this year. And also learning not to be so into your head to where you drive your place to this point of depression at the end of the year. So hopefully that resonated, gave some clarity about your 2021 year. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends so they can see what 2021 would be like for them. Thank you.